This is the How Is He Podcast, a deep dive into Carlo soccer with Podge and Papa, proudly sponsored by Curra Sports. Let's kick it off.
Welcome to episode 33 of the How Is He Podcast.
33, Podge, imagine that.
33, mate.
33.
Joined as always, as you heard him, by my co-host Paul Papadoling. This week we will look at the last round of results, including the Oscar Traynor win, Papa.
Yeah, brilliant
We will
win.
look at up-and-coming fixtures. We have an update on Podge versus Papa, which you kind of...
Get off the track, Papa. Train is coming.
Yeah. And we've no guest this week simply because I'm absolutely exhausted from last week's guest, to be honest with you. So Papa, it's just the two of us tonight, yeah?
Yeah.
That's all. So what do we do first? Results, isn't it?
Results, my man.
Do you want to entertain the people there while I
Yeah, what do you want me to do, man?
go on my mobile device? Sign language there. They like that, won't they?
Yeah, they can't hear it though.
Starboard G, Poppy, the good win away in Parkville.
Yeah, really good win, yeah. Yeah, sure, look, lost the last two games and I said it wasn't a 3-0 and a 4-0 loss, but we gave away sloppy goals. So they were right at it now in the warm-up on Sunday morning and really good result. Scored early. Aaron got a great goal. With a goal that's allowed for an offside. Then Parkville missed a penalty in the last kick of the first half. Was a penalty. But other than that, I don't think Ben had a couple of... He didn't actually have a save to make in the game. He had a couple of situations to deal with from corners where he done really well. Slapping, like dealing with crosses and punching them and just getting them out of the wrong areas. And he did them fantastically. A couple of long distance shots. We had a few really good chances. They had a breakaway in the first half, Kyle McCann got away and then Aaron actually caught him.
Go ahead.
Which is fantastic to see.
Yeah.
Because he's fast, like, but Aaron is just wicked fast. And he actually delayed him, sort of. I wouldn't say he got him, he delayed him and got a half shot away and then sort of deflected, came back up to him and he tried a bicycle kick but went wide. Then we scored about 5 minutes to go. Owen Byrne, great header, great cross from Aaron. Made a few changes. Rested a few players. We had a couple of players on knocks that were on the bench, but I didn't want to bring them on if we were losing or winning by a couple of numbers. So it was fantastic. I think they deserved it on the day. I'd be the first one to tell you if they didn't. But probably there's not too many teams that go to Tullow and keep a clean sheet.
But that's what I was going to say to you. Probably would it be fair to say you'd be kind of thinking the way they're going, they're going well after beating.
Well, they beat Shamrock Rovers,
beat Arklow.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen them play against us.
The week before that, lost 3-2.
Yeah. Like you probably weren't going there thinking.
No, well, we knew we'd give them a game because we played them earlier in the season, and I said it. I think the team that we started Sunday, the team that we beat them in the Shield. I think 3 of the lads started in that for me. Okay, but I wasn't there that day. We won the 35s.
Yeah.
But I remember I had the boys had the team sheet and what we done on Sunday. There was 3 lads that started, so it just shows you we've a decent squad.
Yeah, bit of depth.
You know, bit of depth, yeah. A few lads back now from Gaelic obviously as well, and I think we're nearly at full strength now. Stevie didn't play Stevie. Stevie went off against Pats that night. Popped his hamstring and talked out Sunday. Felt well, but lucky enough to rest him. Didn't have to bring him on. So
it's a luxury, isn't it?
It's lovely. Yeah, it's great to have him back because he's a clever player. You know, he's really, really tidy and. Yeah, no, it was a deserved result. They did really well. They wouldn't, like, Cottle was out in the middle of the field and Adam Nolan stepped up from centre half into the 6 and did.
What's he like in the 6? Good,
really good, clever. Yeah, just keeps the ball. Like, it's just simple. Just gets it, gives it.
He break up a lot of play as well, though.
Yeah, and he loves it. Like, he's not afraid of a bit of responsibility. Like, track Jack or track this lad.
Yeah,
you know about it, and he track him. Yeah. And Jack was a bit of a problem for us in the first half.
Jack O'Neill.
Yeah, he had a really good shift. He was easily their best player. Everything we got was a threat. You know, and he got brought down for the penalty. It was a fantastic through ball to him, but he ended up, remember 5 minutes before that, Adam was doing a really good ball and where there was no ball coming to him feet through the middle, and he had to go to the drift over into our right full, which is the left hand side, so he cuts in, so he's really good at it, which, you know, that's what he does. And he dropped into the 6, so I said it to another player to pick him up. Yeah. And it was a disguise. He ended up 2 minutes later in the 10 making the run and got brought down for the goal. It was a great through ball and he got through and he just nicked it before Ben got a touch, but yeah. So in the second half we changed the shape a little bit and didn't really
seeing it out
much. Yeah, seeing it out, yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Oscars after the results. We'll speak about that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Collection 4, Kilree 2.
Adam
Friday
Steed hat trick.
night. Yeah,
I was training. I heard it was because just get on to Chris Blake here from all the way from Australia.
Okay, go on.
He sent me a little cheeky message saying, "Jez Pop back in against Kilree again." He says, "Todd, more faith in you than that." And I said, "What was the score?" This is in work at 5:30 on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
To record doing videos. To
Okay.
me and Eddie Shaw sending back videos.
Brilliant.
And he says, "What was the score?" I knew the score was 4-2, and he sent me he just said 2-0 to the Kilree, and I says, "No," I said, "It's 4-2."
Oh, he had on the Connect.
He had it on the Connect, obviously, it's or whatever he was following it on. And it was not a dig against Kilree or anything like that. Like great friends down there. But I just checked the results properly. But I said I got the result right. So then he was laughing. He sent me videos. I said, "You stick to home and away. Don't be worrying about Carla soccer." You know. So had a bit of crack. He's a good lad, Chris.
But
great to hear him listen to it all in Australia. You know.
That's brilliant. And I spoke to Mick Wednesday night back and forth, and I like Mick. I like what he's doing down there, to be honest with you. He said to me, if Pop was over Kilree, to have us relegated.
Who's Mick said?
Mick said, yeah. But I think they're doing a great job. Like on Kilree, Papa. I know. Yeah, I know. Like, if you talk about improvement and development, right? And look where they finished up last year. And look where they are now, the points they have on the board now, the goals they've scored. Like, they are only progressing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And it makes the league
and they're young as well.
Only better. And they're young, yeah, absolutely.
Like, no one wants to go down there and play them down there.
I tell you what it is, it's very brave of them to stay in the Premier.
It is, yeah.
And not go, because I'm sure if they had said, look, we may go reset. Like, the fact that they want to reset in the Premier, like, it's brave. And not brave because, you're not good. Brave because this could turn out embarrassing for you. But do you know?
If you go back over the last few years, you'd see, I think they're on 10 points now, and I think they've 6 played. We're on 7 games, and someone else on 7 games. They could be on 7 as well. I'm not sure games played, but they're on 10 points. So I don't think any team's got relegated with 10 points.
No, and they're hard bet.
They are hard bet.
They're hard bet.
You know, so they're doing fierce well, and fair play to them. Miko's done a great job.
Yeah. The Division 1, Mill Celtic this Saturday night. Mill Celtic bet Pats 2-1. Pats B. The feedback I got was Mill had 2. Now, as you said, Papa, if it's a lie, I'm saying it's a lie, I'm told.
Lies and telling us, lies and told.
Seemingly Mill Celtic there was 2 errors. Mill Celtic capitalised. Pats seemingly controlled the game but couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Beautiful thing about that is that's football, and to win games you have to put the ball in the back of the net.
Goals win games.
Saturday night, St. Pat's again played Ballin in Burn Celtic.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't at Pop, I was working. Pats won 3-0. The feedback I got, I didn't see it, we didn't record it, I didn't see it.
I seen the lineup and I was like looking at the 4 subs. 3 of them started for the Oscars on the Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And then I think Dean Kelly was the other sub.
Yeah.
But, I think
well, look, you talk about Ravo there. Ravo played 290 minutes last Wednesday.
Fantastic, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Niels are playing a lot of football. Like, and you mentioned depth. It's a depth we have as well, Pop. There's good depth there. But look, the feedback I got is that we controlled the game, scored early enough. They never really. I think Jamie had 1 or 2 saves to make in the goal.
First game back.
Jamie's first game back, yeah. But sure, he's a cyborg. I think he missed like 2 training sessions. That was it.
Did he?
Nose. He was
even with the nose. Just fair play to him.
Don't train himself. Don't, you know.
So if he's training, why didn't he play? Just
I suppose he can't play with the nose, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like anything physical in training, he wouldn't get into. Like, but
yeah, of course, yeah.
He's a cyborg.
You had no choice in that when you play a match.
I don't think I've ever seen a chap as fit.
Go away.
Honestly, yeah.
More power to him.
I don't think I've ever seen a chap as fit. So another 3 points on the board and a clean sheet, which is great for us because I suppose the tag we kind of have is that we're flaky at the back. So
you score, but you concede.
Yeah, the fact that you kept a clean sheet there is big. And the under 18s Girls League, Phoenix 1, Vale Wanderers 0, Nurney Villa 2, Ballymurphy 1 in the 18s Girls League. In Division 2 of the Youths, Bagenalstown 2, Vale 3, Pats 5, Ballymurphy 0, Newark 4, St. Joseph's B 1. In the first division of the Youths, Joseph's and Collection had a 1-1 draw. Hanover 7, Burn Celtic 2, Hanover Mottram in that division, aren't they?
Again.
5.
Yeah, I think he came home in the car. He asked me a great question the other day on the way over to Parfill. He said, I hate going to Parfill. I said, why is that, Aaron? He goes, I just never seem to play well over there. I said, all right. So then he started talking about soccer, and I don't know why the age came into it, but he goes, do you still think you'll be coaching when you're 61 or 2, Pop?
Go on.
And I said, where did that come off? I just, when you're talking about ages and numbers, and I was talking about my dad or someone, and he goes, there's no real old coaches in the league, is there? I said, well, they're all mid-40s or 50s, or early 50s maybe, but that's it. I could be one of the oldest lads even. Badger's a bit older than me, I think, but I don't know who else is in it that's older than me.
Yeah, good question, yeah.
I think I could be the oldest, I'd say.
I
Budsy's younger than me. Gavin's younger than me.
Sure, Brian Riley chap's over. I know he's at some mum, he's with Byrne.
You know? There's not too many older than me, and I said, Jesus Christ, Aaron.
Decker's older than you.
Decker's older than me, yeah. Yeah, the three boys with me are older than me.
Well, Aaron trying to retire you, is he?
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you getting that kid. But I know he asked me that. I didn't even know how to answer, Podge. That's the truth. Yeah.
You stopped the car and said, "Get out." That's how you answer it.
Yeah, ejection. Yeah. But yeah.
Who is the?
I think he's 37 goals or something. He told me already this year.
Not even Christmas.
37. Yeah, he
should be put in jail for that.
14 or something. 11 with the first team, I think, in all competitions, and 26 or something like that with the youths. Yeah, they're up in. Good game Saturday now.
Yeah. Who are they playing?
Up in Clare. Travel to Clare, yeah.
Are you going to it?
No, I'm working Saturday morning.
Critty Yard 6, Bagnallstown 2. How was that division shaping up, Papa? Hanover, I presume, are top of it, are they?
Hanover are top. I think they're level on points, so they might have a couple of games in hand, I think, as well.
Yeah, 404, level on points with Critty Yard, 12 points each, but have 2 games in hand on Critty.
2 games in hand, is it? Yeah.
In the ladies division, Ballymurphy 2, Parkville 2, Desmond. Critty Yard 3, St. Pat's 0.
Love an old Desmond.
Love a Desmond, yeah. I don't know if is that 3-0? Did it finish 3-0?
Who's that?
Pat's and Critty Yard. Ladies.
Don't know that. I've seen the 3-0, but you don't know whether it's the result or walkover. I wish they just put WO beside it or something like that.
Yeah.
Just to clear it up. But look,
I don't understand. I think so. I think I got an explanation. I'm sure Brian O'Reilly gave me an explanation anyway. I think he did years ago give me an explanation that the website only goes up to a certain amount of goals. Like when you're inputting results, like it won't go past 8 or 9 or something like that.
All right.
Seemingly so. So when it's a game like that, they just put it down as a 3-0 win.
That's the reason for it.
I think so, yeah. I'll get clarification on that. I'm not saying that happened in that match, but just when I see 3-0 I'm kind of sceptical.
You presume it sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, it's either a walkover or it was either a massacre.
Unless you witnessed the game yourself, you're like, was it a walkover or was it not?
In the Division 3, Nurney Villa 1, Nurney Villa 0, Ballymurphy B 1. St. Joseph 2, Wolf Hill 4. Wolf Hill are more in that division, Pop. I think they're top of the table, are they?
Could be, yeah.
Bagnallstown B 4, Cleshan B 3. Burn Celtic B1, Hanover Harps B1. Another week, another loss, another 2 points drop for Padone.
Yeah, he's under pressure now.
Is he under pressure now?
He's not. He was a great lad 3 weeks ago.
He was getting a job, he was getting every job. He was getting the Man United job 3 weeks ago.
Drafted down first well for
sure, savage numbers.
He didn't know he had it the first time he met all the lads, but got them together was the first game against Wolf Hill.
Yeah,
and Wolf Hill obviously are strong in that division. Looking at the results, I don't think they've lost the game yet.
Yeah,
so they've done well, and I'd say he's looking at a cup run, a cup game again. Or try and get something out of the season.
Brilliant. Division 2, Castle Rangers 5. Dolman Celtic B, that was in Dolman. Good win for Castle there. Boughton are going well in this division. Pop it 4-1.
Speeding up, ain't they?
Yeah, they're after speeding up, is right. 4-1 against Critty Yard's B team, and that's a good Critty B team. And Noak B 2, Phoenix B 0. In the Division 1, Phoenix bet Ballymurphy 3-2 in Ballymurphy. I think Ballymurphy were 2-0 up or 2-1 up.
The lad sent off, didn't they?
Ballymurphy did?
Ballymurphy around the 10 men, yeah. I think it was an altercation or something.
Okay.
Straight red.
Right.
I think that. I don't know what the score was at the time, but 3 different goal scores. Mixie refed it.
Mixie refed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good result now to go down there and win.
Yeah, that kind of sets them up a little bit, doesn't it? Gives them a good platform.
Especially in the last game against Phoenix. You don't want to be playing Dolman or Ballymurphy away trying to guarantee you need to get a result here to keep the title track on line.
Yeah.
So it's a great result for them. Well done.
Slaney 1, Dolman Celtic A 4.
They're flying.
That puts them back in the mix, does it?
Well, beating Phoenix put them back in the mix, but I think they lost one of the games at the start. And then Phoenix are behind in games, obviously. That's only their 3rd or 4th league game.
Yeah, because they were on outside competitions.
Yeah, and then they have a handy one this week against North End, is he? That's going to be a tight division. We said it at the start.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
That's Bally's first loss.
Yeah, and Dolman are back in the mix now.
I think they've all lost a game in it so far.
Yes, I think
Nearly think so.
Yeah. That Dolman team is a good,
so we said it, Pash. Some amount of goals. My God. So Liam Ryan got a hat-trick against Phoenix the week before that.
Yeah, Skinny's still playing for like.
Skinny's playing centre half.
Jamie and goal.
And that pitch is so... Not criticising Skinny, but you have him on a big pitch. A lad of his age or my age or your age is going to be licking your lips unless he's whip it fast at that age, which is very unusual. But that Dolman pitch is small.
You talk about a player who won premiers and who won Carlo Cups and who played Oscar trainer for years and he's probably an asset to them. He's a massive asset to them. To be fair to him,
he's some man to score from a set piece.
Unbelievable.
Oh man, he just gets his head in it and he always hits the target.
Yeah.
He very rarely gets his head on the head on the ball, and it's just a flaky header over the bar.
Yeah,
he gets himself positionally very, very good all the time.
Yeah, I just looked at the top four: Joe Dorn, Keelan, Liam, Danny Thompson, and
I see
Ben Dorley behind them.
Yeah, Ben and Jamie.
I don't think Jamie played.
Jamie played the game before that, I think. Or not the game before the Fees game, I think it was his first game.
Their lads, I don't know about Danny.
They're ballers, ain't they?
But the rest, they all play Kennedy Cup.
Yeah, they're all proper ballers. They don't have to be coached. They're coached so good at a young age, it comes natural to them now.
Yeah, they'd probably get into most Premier sides.
Sorry?
They'd probably get into most Premier sides.
They probably would, yeah. Yeah, they do a job in it too.
Yeah.
Jamie Hennessy back in the goal.
I heard he was absolutely outstanding against Phoenix.
Was he?
Bobby told me.
He's a great goalkeeper.
Yeah, he was Hanover, wasn't he? Yeah.
He was in the Oscar trainer squad as well.
Was he?
When he won it, yeah.
Was he?
Him and Zach, and just decided with Zach.
Right. Cray Yard, good win against Bagnallstown. That was 3-0 in Cray Yard. And as we already discussed, Papa E had a big win against Parkville away. What way is that league shaping up, that Premier Division shaping up, Pop?
Cray Yard 3 clear. And I think New York have 2 games in hand, is it?
Yeah, and Pats have 3 games in hand, and you're
dropped 2 points against us. I think they've 10 out of 12. I think we're on 11, and Kilree is on 10. Bagnallstown are
Kilree are on 7. Pop,
are they?
Unless this is wrong. Played 6-1-2, drew 1, lost 3. 17 goals for 11 against, 7 points. There's 3 teams sitting on 7 points. Parkville in that group. Parkville have a game over Collection and Kilree. At the bottom of the table is getting tasty. 6 games in, Vale 3 points on the board. Burn Celtic 6 games in, 3 points on the board. Bagnallstown 6 games in, 1 point on the board.
Yeah,
it's starting to separate a little bit, isn't it? You can nearly see the two tables forming there.
Yeah, nearly. Bagnallstown need a result quickly.
Well, that goes without saying,
don't they? They need to. They need to catch Vale, or who's the other one?
Vale and Burn
before they win. Basically, another game.
It's. I think the beauty about it is, I don't know if beauty is the right word, but the good thing about it, I don't even know if it's good, but looking at it, observing it, it's very easy for a team to peel away from that there and to pick up 2 wins on the run.
Oh yeah.
So they add 6 points onto that 3. All of a sudden they're on 9, and say Collection don't win their next 2 games. All of a sudden you're going ahead of Collection.
Yeah.
And you're on the same games.
It's tight, isn't it?
But what I'm trying to say is, at this stage of the year, to have it so tight, it's brilliant. I couldn't tell you who's going to get relegated.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't predict the team there.
I couldn't predict who would get relegated, because I've seen Bagnallstown. I know they're not bad.
I know, yeah.
I know who Burn Celtic have. I know they're not bad.
Yeah, played against Burn.
I know how hard it is to beat Kilree.
Yeah. Collection
are obviously after, completely re-establishing and play a different brand and play a different shape, and so it's I think it's going to be extremely tight.
I don't think the teams at the top have stayed the same level, like the New Yorks and Crees, but the teams at the bottom have got better.
What do you mean about the teams on top haven't improved?
Not only they have, they've still the same standard of quality. Quality is still there, and they play the same brand of soccer, and they're aggressive and they're hungry to get results and all that.
Yeah, I hear you.
But it's the teams that, even ourselves included, the teams at the bottom we've all got better. We're scoring more goals than we did last year already.
Yeah.
They're coming from all over the pitch nearly. And then you obviously see Kilree knock up 2 wins there in the bounce. Collection, a great win the other night. It was Collection and Kilree last year was just separated from everybody.
Yeah.
There's no separation this year.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't predict it, because
one game, the next game, if Bagnallstown are playing in the league and Vale and whoever it is Burn lose, Bagnallstown win, to go up and out of the bottom into up to 4th or 5th, or whatever it is.
Because traditionally this time of year there's the teams on 0 points.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of teams getting their players back as well, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody should be nearly at full strength now at this stage.
Yeah, as we spoke about as well, Pop, moving on a little bit, Oscar trainers on Wednesday night.
Yeah, fantastic, Podge. Like, they were asked the question. You know, you weren't there, you come in with me now since, and the drills we've done are fantastic, and the 2 sessions is brilliant. But I said it in the dressing room. For the first 20 minutes against Wexford, it was like men against boys, like they were afraid to play. And until a phase of play from Lord, when he cuts inside your man and gets a shot away or dribbles past the lad in Wexford and leaves him for dead, and he goes, a sort of little bit of belief went through the team, and then Lord scored a fantastic goal. And they finished the first half really strong in Wexford, and then give away a free kick, which is fine. But I said they had to walk away from the free kick is silly. And they were clever. They're well down the road in experience, you know. So
Seasoned.
They were asked the question. They had to beat Kilkenny. They get the
Let's
result.
be honest, Papa, we weren't favourites.
We weren't favourites going in. Them after beating Defence Forces 5-0, and we got beaten by Wexford 3-1, and they have, I think there was 12 or 13 lads from Evergreen in that squad the other night.
14.
14 was
I
there?
think so, I was told.
From in that squad.
What do you think of that? 14 teams from
It's a lot, Podge.
14 players, not teams,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's a lot. And
It's kind of
the captain wasn't Evergreen.
Yeah.
Captain was Thomastown, I think.
Thomas
was he?
Town. It doesn't say much for the league, really, does it? If you have 14 from the one club in. I know. You could argue, or someone could sit here and argue and say, well, if you got all your lads from Newark in,
No.
but if a lad from the outside came in to take over the Carol Oscar trainers,
Yeah.
they look at who's the top team, Newark.
I think you'd be a lunatic.
I mean, no, you would be.
You would be. I don't think there's Newark are fantastic players, but there's not 14 lads that come into it. But that's a compliment to the Carlow League,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah. Well, like for me on the game, I would never have said that we weren't favourites, right? Because I know the perception was that you're going, Kilkenny are favourites, and I kind of played down to it as well, because I was working in Kilkenny and I was talking to different lads, and I played down to it as well that you'll give us a hammer and all that crack. And I'll be honest, I listened to it all week, but in the back of my mind I was thinking, I really fancy us here with the players we have. Like, and from them 2 sessions that we done, like the quality in them is unbelievable.
It is yeah.
Like the quality in them is absolutely unbelievable. The ball is going around 150 miles an hour. Dotsey's a training session himself. Bobby Dolan's a training session himself.
They're so vocal, it's fantastic.
Like it's
Both of them, yeah.
and we went out and we had a plan. We came up with a plan. We went over on the board in the clubhouse before.
I come off.
To a T.
You did the board, and we predicted that if we do this, like what we done right, this is what it'll restrict Kilkenny to. We've done it. We turned over the ball real quick, and we're 2-0 up in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were value for money at 2-0.
Oh, it could have been more. Sure, I felt we created overloads in plenty space to the pitch, Papa, where where the final ball, we were actually pouring the final ball. You mentioned Jack O'Neill for Parkville. I thought some of his runs arriving late on the blind side of the fullback were excellent.
Yeah.
The ball. Then
And for a player like that,
I thought Neil put in 2 or 3 lovely passes in the side for them runs, and just a couple of sloppy passes. Up until they scored, like I was thinking,
it was an easy goal to give away, wasn't it, Pash?
It was a great little finish. It was a great little reverse pass, super finish. But even when they scored, I wasn't looking at Joe and thinking, you may fucking change this.
No.
So I was kind of saying, well, we're going to create more.
That's what we said at half time, didn't we? Don't become the worst team when you go 2-0 up.
Yeah.
You're clearly the better team in the first half.
Yeah.
Continue that. And when Kilkenny scored, teams of Carlow in the past would have folded, maybe. Or not folded is the right word, but definitely not got panic, maybe, probably a better word. But I thought Carlow got really good again.
Yeah.
Could have scored. Like I'd say, Podge, if we were on fire in the final third, we could have scored 5 that night.
Yeah.
Minimum 5.
Easily, yeah. Like,
no, and that's not disrespect to Kilkenny, but I thought Carlow played fierce well.
No, jeez, there's no disrespect at all to any league or any Oscar side that could turn up, like, because to put it together and to get it to go and to keep the prestige in the competition is hard work. And a lot of people would say, and I have heard on different platforms, that the Oscar trainers is finished and there's no prestige to it, and they're forcing games and no one wants to play it. And like, I don't care how big your club is or how big your league gets. Like, if you're a junior soccer player
That's the pinnacle.
That's your pinnacle. From a personal space to go play. If you're not going to play League of Ireland or whatever, you should be playing at the best
100%,
level.
yeah.
And to be fair, the response you've gotten from when Gav stepped down, as he said, he's too much on. I get that as well. He's flat out. But the reaction you've gotten from players that have stuck by and come in, even without a few of the walk lads, without a few of the Pats lads that you might like, other clubs that didn't come in and represent, as you mentioned, a few boys there from Dolman or whatever, there's a couple from Phoenix. Like, the reaction you've got has been excellent.
Absolutely, yeah. We had 20 lads on there the other night.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And still, to have Jack Brady was injured. Great achievement for them. And fair play to them for commitment, so, because it's not easy. It's easy saying no as it is yes, but I don't understand people who say no. It's your county. If you're fit and playing every week, it's only a light session on a Monday and a game on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, you're not killing lads.
No.
Again, you see your sessions, anybody that's in the squad, the sessions we done, Podge, we were in the day, we were in the car at 9.
Oh yeah, before.
Do you know what I mean?
45
and if
minutes.
they weren't warm, didn't start till 5 or 10 past.
Yeah.
So it's 40-45 minutes and home.
But that's all you
that's
can
all
afford,
you need.
though. Because you have to respect the clubs as well, Papa. They're the club's players.
Of course,
you have to mind
absolutely.
them. You have to respect them.
That's
Do you know what I
their
mean?
choice. Yeah, that's their choice.
So you kind of have to say when lads are in here. So when the Great Yard lads are in, and Hanover lads are in, Pats lads, Parkville lads, we've to mind these best we can, because at the end of the day they're going back to play for a club or going back to play for a club.
Yeah.
So
Like, you don't want anybody getting injured either. So, like, you want them to play for your county, but you want them to stay fresh as well for their clubs in the weekend.
Absolutely.
Because the further teams in Carlow going deep into competitions is better for Carlow soccer.
Yeah.
You know, so it's.
I heard a statement on a different podcast that the person that said it had heard that the Kilkenny crowd were extremely disappointed at the officials, the Saturday officials.
In the Oscar Traynor game?
Yeah. I thought the referee was excellent.
It must have been on a night
and I tell you one thing,
on the sideline.
I tell you what, I don't get it. I don't get where that comment comes from.
If you're making a comment like that, you're looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
Like, ask a simple question: who's the better team on the night? Carlow was. So just say it as it is. Like,
I thought
the officials did really well the other night.
Yeah, I thought Mick Simonin refed it, and I thought he was only fair.
Yeah. Like, you could talk about the Adam McCarron incident. Carlos is in behind him.
Well, to be fair,
lost the ball.
I asked the linesman on our side, what did you think? Because I didn't know.
Straight away, he said it.
He said,
to us.
Players too close to him.
Players too close. He's covered.
Yeah.
Can't be a red card.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was the right decision.
Yeah.
And then Adam did well after that. He didn't get involved in any incidents regards to isolate himself to get a second yellow card.
Yeah.
You know, so. And then Dosty's tackle was nowhere near a red card. It was just a tackle.
Yeah.
So if that's what they're on about, that two boys should have got red, it's.
Maybe so. I don't know. That was just a comment that was made. But look, I
don't agree with that statement.
I think there's a kind of a stigma from speaking to people and listening to Kilkenny football. I'm not against Kilkenny football. I was involved in it for years at Pats. That Carlow aren't as good as Kilkenny, or their league is as good as Kilkenny. Well, I want to make this and make an official statement. I will sit down and debate with anyone from Kilkenny on the state of two leagues. I can categorically tell you this moment in time, the Carlow League's in a much better place than the Kilkenny League.
Well, I don't think you'll ever come to the stage that you'll have 14 players from one club in a Carlow Oscar Traynor squad. And if it does, the Carlow Oscar Traynor squad is in trouble.
That's a fair point.
That's what I think.
Now, there's no doubt Evergreen and Freebooters are monsters of clubs.
Absolutely.
Right?
There's no one saying they're not.
Monsters of clubs. Like they've national titles, they've Leinster titles.
Yeah.
Well, Freebooters do run, like Evergreen do, but like they're head and shoulders above most teams in Leinster. But I'm talking about as a league. Like, when you look at a league, we just spoke about the bottom end of our table as if it was, as is a big deal, that none of them teams should be going down at the level they're at.
No.
Like, you're looking at the Kilkenny League. Like, there's teams pulling out. There's 12 players leaving the club to go to a different club.
Yes.
You know, it's a complete monopoly. Like,
2017 was the first year we took over the Oscar Traynors. I did with Eddie Shaw.
7 seasons ago, 6 seasons?
7 seasons
ago.
And they haven't beaten us in 7 seasons.
Go away.
We beat them in the first game in the group over in Tullow, 5-0.
In 2017?
Yeah. 2018 we beat them in the final, 2-1. Beat them in the group game last year. Group game this year. Obviously Cova was in the middle. But I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I think Carlow soccer is in a fantastic place.
That's the topic I kind of have for this podcast, Papa, right? And it's a simple statement I'm going to make. Has it ever been in a better place, Carlow Soccer?
I don't think so, Patch.
Like, so just so you understand what I mean, right? From facilities,
Yeah.
to the way the club is ran, to the quality of players. I'm talking about down from Premier all the way down, right? Lady structure, 2 youth divisions, and most importantly, a clear idea from clubs and league on progression. I actually don't think it's been in a better place.
No. There's a lot of hard work going in behind the scenes from people. Obviously, and it's shown off now. Or not, it's been shown now because the Oscar trainer is really good. The clubs in Carlow, like Critty Yard, got to the Leinster final 3 years ago.
19, was it?
Whatever it was,
18,
5 years ago. New York last year. Like, New York is fancied as one of the best teams in Leinster now at the moment.
Well, I'd go as far as saying they're in the top 10 in the country.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, yeah. Yeah.
I'd go as far as that.
Yeah. You know, and you can see teams doing really, really well. It's Carlow Soccer is in a fantastic place. And it comes down to the coaches are all young lads as well. Well, not young lads, but they're young, like they're not. Like when we were playing soccer, I remember Lord Mercy and we started, Frank Power was on the sideline for Hanover.
Yeah.
Like Frank was in his mid-60s or 70s, you know, but he would have played soccer in his day, but it was just the basics. Up and have a kick around, lads.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen anymore, anywhere.
You can't do
no
it.
matter whether you're in first, second or third. I see my brother Pa, so the boys, Hanover B is in the bottom division. Pa does drills up there that qualify for a fucking first team.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and that's in the third division now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then like it comes back to, we had a debate about referees turning up and not treating the second, like, remember at the second or third episode, or third, the episode that
Billy was on.
yeah, the Billy was on. You know, but sort of taking a different approach to lower division teams.
Yeah.
But this is the world to them lads.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? This is their bread and butter, and they stay in on their Saturday night to go and play the games, and it's
See,
soccer's really,
but what's
really good.
important about this conversation is this, right? Remove the silverware.
Yeah.
Remove who's winning. Like, forget about that progression. Forget about individual titles, top goal scorers, leagues, cups. Look at the quality of everything within it. Like, within the league, the quality of players is, I've never seen the quality of players that we have now. Never seen the quality of players. Like, I'm not saying that there wasn't as good as or not better, but you just said it. The players that are there now are thriving under different setups.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, they're thriving. Like, there's no, like people, like, okay, I have a B license or whatever. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm as good as I wouldn't say I'm the best coach in the league. Look at the way teams play. Like, I looked at Bagnallstown against Collection, and Collection for that matter. Like, it was a proper game of chess. Like, it was a proper technical, tactical. No, I don't know what the instruction was, but for me, observing and looking at it as a coach, I'm thinking,
sit up there and away you go.
yeah, compared to my last spell of Pats, you might get 3 games in the year. Like, you'll get Hanover, Parkville, Newark, like where you're, and Critty Yard, where you're like, I have to actually outthink that sideline there now for us to get a result here.
Yeah.
Like the other games, it was just the quality I had when I won the game.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
It's not. That's what I'm saying to
Yeah.
you. So, like, even where we are now, like, we have to go prepare for every team differently. Like,
But you have to respect. Like you were saying, it comes back to, you have to respect the opposition that you're playing against now.
Yeah.
It's like I said at the start of the podcast. The teams at the top have not got worse. They're staying the same or better, but the teams at the bottom have got a lot better.
yeah,
And you can see it in them.
yeah,
Like, they all have a system to play, that they all buy into what the manager's telling them. They're all like, if you shift, you get the result here, and the first goal is crucial in this kind of crack. But they're not just sitting behind the ball. They have tactics too off the ball.
yeah.
You know, it comes down to a little bit of physicality and a bit of cleverness as well. And streetwise and all.
But that's because it's junior soccer, right?
That's junior soccer.
It's junior soccer.
But that's junior soccer for you.
Yeah, that's what I
You
mean.
know, it'll come down to, like running off the ball is crucial.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the lower teams don't pick up against the bigger teams.
The third man runs or the runs behind.
Third man runs and all this kind of crack. And
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so.
The midfield three for New York is just exceptional. That.
Yeah.
They're like
Jack O'Neill surprised me that
O'Neill
night in the Oscars.
Yeah. Like his 3 runs on another day would have been 3 whether we scored the goals or not, but he would have found the player 3 times.
Yeah.
The run was the hard part, and the pass was the easy part.
Ryan, sorry, I have to mention Ryan as well, from Crit Yard. I thought his runs were...
The finish of the second goal was fantastic. You know, but if everybody goes back, Jez Brandon scored a great free kick. Brandon turned your man into centre circle like he was like John Travolta in Staying Alive. That's what he was like. Turned your man and drilled a pass, and we got the foul of it.
Yeah.
And then he stepped up and buried the free kick. That's all. Like, it's not fluke. His ball has gone into feet for a reason. We had a job for Jamie Marr to do. I thought Jamie Marr was fantastic that night in the 9. I thought he was brilliant.
Well, he took the instruction that was given to him.
Instruction really well.
Do you know?
Off the ball, he was as important as on the ball.
He took the instruction
really
well.
He kept it and turned the players and won a free kick. And he didn't lose too many battles in the whole game. You know, and then you bring on someone like Steve who scores within 5 minutes.
Great finish. Great pass as well.
Then he bangs in a hat-trick at the weekend.
Yeah.
But you've teams in the Oscar trainer
I didn't realise how big Steedy was.
He's big huge, yeah.
He's a big lad.
Yeah.
I'm a big lad. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
A fat mess. He is a big lad. He was wearing trousers. I asked him, "Are you expecting flood?" They were up over his shins. I said, "Are you expecting flood, Steedy?" He said to me, "No, these are XL." I said, "It couldn't be." He said, "They are." I said, "He's a big lad."
Yeah, nice fella.
Yeah, nice lad. Who'll be the first club to put a stand undergrounds? Because it's coming.
Oh, it has to be Pats or Collection, right? Yeah.
I definitely think it's coming. I think one.
A stand?
Yeah.
Where's the room for it? There's room in Collection, and there's room in Pats. There's no room in your walk. Their sideline is over on the far sideline. There's no room in the Platts. There's no room in.
You're putting on Nashville, all right?
Trying to, yeah. That'd
be a massive progression for you, won't it?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If we can get across the line, it'd be fantastic, yeah.
Will you still be a first team manager when that?
Aaron, I'll be 66 when that's gone. Yeah, I know, yeah. I'll definitely, sure. Look,
Cray Yard.
I'll always be involved in Hanover Harps. Yeah. Cray Yard could do it either, yeah. Like, they have a lot of, they're big, well-supported clubs, like, you know, but a stand, 100 seats or something like that kind of thing.
50-seater there behind the goal or something, or a little shed, or... Do you know, you see the containers converted. Do you ever see the containers converted into little stands and things like that?
The one in Evergreen is some setup.
Yeah, actually, the one in Evergreen.
Like that, isn't it?
Is that on their first or second Astro? I know the 2 Astros down there.
The 2 Astros down there, so it's...
Is the stand on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We played the 35s down there this year, and it was when I was down there last year. Sorry, last time I was down there on that pitch, we played an academy game when I was involved with you. Okay. And it was just the pitch. It was no.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't been over there since they got the stands. Yeah,
no, it's a brilliant setup.
It brings. It's fantastic.
You can imagine knowing, like in a cup final, whoever's in it, or an Evergreen playing a big game at home, stand full, the boys beating the seats, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Great crack, like.
Yeah.
You know, young lads get them the hooters or whatever.
As a player, though.
Oh yeah, even looking at it, like, it's just. But I said it comes back to the progression of the Carroll League. Years ago, you turn up for a cup final, and it was just. I should walk up behind. The only difference from a game on a Sunday was walking up behind the referees. You know, and now I went down to that, and it's not even the 2 teams in the Premier. We went down to that game last year, Dolman against Ballymurphy in the cup final, and it was a festival of soccer. It wasn't a cup final. The music was going, the shop was hopping. There was 25, 30 lads in each half of the field from both clubs kicking around the ball. Absolutely brilliant occasion. And I said, that is a remark or a mark on the Carroll League to say that's a really well run event, and the facilities and Pats are obviously fantastic to do it.
Yeah, they're brilliant, but like I think it's not down to a club. Like, it's down to the means of the club or the body of the club, like the progression of the club. So even if you take Hanover there as an example, like, you have the plots, people know what's known for. I remember going up there and seeing a motorbike burnt out on it. Yeah. I remember going up there and seeing car tyres on it.
Unreal, yeah.
I remember going up there one day, it was like Crufts Dog Shaw.
Yeah.
Like, but you even had the foresight to know that, we had to get dressing rooms. You built the dressing rooms.
Yeah, all voluntary.
Yeah. These pitches had to be fenced, lads.
We did that.
Pitches fenced.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Small Astro. We did Astro. We've loads of kids here now. We need an AstroTurf to try on. AstroTurf built. And now you're going building.
Well, we're trying to push. It was even there tonight, like the weather that's had to come in the last couple of days with the rain. Message come in, like Blackjack sort of makes the call on the pitches at the moment, which is there's not one that debating it. He makes the call, that's it. But he lives right beside the plots.
Yeah.
He'll come out and expect the pitch if he was home or early that morning before he goes to work. He walks too soft. No training on the pitch tonight, lads. Yeah. So you're trying to fit 350 or 400 people into a 7-a-side Astro.
It's crazy.
So that's why we need it. And then it's also the other side of things at Podge where we spoke to the counsellors on this, where when kids are training and the coaches are training, which is fantastic, but there's a walkway around the whole platz and it's lit up.
Yeah.
And the parents walk around that for an hour.
Yeah.
And it's their release when the kids are getting their release.
Yeah.
But if their kids can't train because of the pitch is waterlogged, they're not getting their exercise either.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So that's what we do up there. That's why we're trying to get the AstroTurf because of that kind of thing as well. But look, if we got across the line, it'd be fantastic. But in regards to a stand, yeah, it'd be
no, it's progression, isn't it?
It's going to keep going. It's not going to stop.
But that's what I mean to you, and that's the fucking whole thing. This is why I said remove the trophies. Look at the progression of clubs. Trophies is the pinnacle. It's brilliant to get them. I wouldn't fucking know. I never won one. But if you look at the clubs and all that's going to do from clubs progressing is progressing the game.
Yeah.
And I said this many episodes ago. And I like GA. I watch GA. Paul Coates. I'm telling you now, in a town like Carlow, if soccer keeps progressing like it's progressing, it'll put a fair dent in the gap. More than you think.
It's good. Yeah, it's a fair comment. Yeah.
And I actually think going on, I won't mention any names or anything like that, but going off lads I spoke to who were involved at inter-county level, not necessarily Carlow, aren't going back because they want to play soccer.
Yeah. We had a few lads in with this year and they're genuinely thinking so strong about staying with the soccer.
Yeah.
You know, rather than going county.
Better not be Johnny Fiore.
We leave Johnny Fiore.
But you know, and that's
but you know, it's a big plus as well, Podge. The choice of, not the choice, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. It's great to turn up on weekend. You go, do you know what, boys? You don't have to get up on a Sunday morning and play again. It's just every Sunday morning was a killer. Like we play every Sunday morning, but when we play away, you've Burn away, you've Pats away,
Collection
away. There are 3 games.
Vale Sunday morning. Sorry,
but they were Friday last year. But that was 4 games. But Burn weren't in it last year. But
that's your Sunday mornings off.
Sunday mornings off. You can go play your golf, catch a few points on a Saturday. Yeah. Because let's be honest, we want to live life too, you know. And
yeah, absolutely.
You can't be rocking up trying to give instruction, rotting in beer.
What do you, yeah, that's happened.
You know, sure, I've done it myself. Yeah.
Do you think that you will change to Friday or Saturday once you get that down? Or
I think so. Yeah. I think they'll go Saturday.
And what's the reason behind that?
I just think it suits everybody.
Better.
Yeah, it's just people want. If I had a choice of any 3 at the moment, I take Saturday 7 o'clock every day of the week.
Yeah.
Or is it 7:30?
7:30 or 8.
Yeah, 7:30. Yeah. I take Saturday 7 or 7:30 every day of the week.
Yeah.
Even the 35s pledge, and the 35s is not supposed to be as competitive as the Premier League, but it is. I play the 35s. It's ultra competitive, and it's got more competitive every single year. And then they went Friday night at 7 or Saturday at 5. We picked the Friday at 7 because we want the weekend off, but the Saturday at 5 is not a disaster.
Yeah.
It's like, but if you said the 35s, well, lads, you're playing every Sunday at 11 o'clock. Go away with that and not turn up on a Sunday morning. There'd be no league.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
There'd be no league at 35s. Yeah. 100%.
But it's amazing when you think how long lads soldiered for on that. Like,
yeah.
I said this before. I remember when Vale were the first club put down an all-weather pitch. Fantastic facility at the time. I can't remember how many years ago it is. Before COVID, anyway, right? And I remember asking the club to ask the league, would there be any chance we could play our games Friday or Saturday nights?
Yeah.
And the league said no.
Go ahead, did it?
We're not ready for that.
Yeah. Not ready for that.
Yeah, we're not ready for that progression.
They're well ready now.
Yeah, but sure. I kind of understood why they said no, because everyone else has to play Sunday. Why you not?
Yeah, no, yeah, but now there's a variety of games.
Now it's a variety of games.
Yeah.
But even like, you don't need the Astro to play Saturday evening games. Like I think, well, I can only speak for Pats, obviously, in the progression they're making and the plans they have. Like, they want to flood like that pitch down there, which I think will be a massive step.
The grass pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be massive. I think that's actually be bigger than having an actual Astro. Being able to play your games on grass, because there's no substitute.
There's none. I played in the one in the tie. It's as wide as it is long, but they have lights on it. Yeah. It's the biggest grass pitch I think I ever played on.
Yeah, it's a square, isn't it?
It is a square. Yeah.
It's a square.
Yeah, but that's a fantastic surface on that. You imagine the Parfield's lit up as well. Brilliant.
Is that the marching band outside or something, is it? Oh, what is?
It'd be brilliant, that grass. But that grass pitch, I haven't been playing it yet. Well, I probably won't play it then, no, anyway. But it looks really good. I was down looking at the semi-final.
The Pats one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in some shape.
Is it good, yeah?
Yeah. I've walked it a few times. Parkville's main pitch is in some shape, I'm told.
Yeah, in fairness to them, the groundsman over there Sunday morning, we went in, I rocked up about 10 to 10, and your man was in the marking the pitch, but he was on it's like a stand-up lawnmower, you want to call it, not a sit-on one. And he was drilling around the place. Pitch looked like carpet.
Savage,
yeah. It cuts up in the soft weather, like, but it's some pitch to pass
It's
the ball.
some grounds,
I used to
Papa.
absolutely love going over there. Like, whether you won or lost, but it's just to play on that pitch every single week. Would have loved it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, like there's no bobble. It's just
it's lovely.
Zip it there across it.
It's lovely, but they have a fair impressive. Imagine they AstroTurf that training area.
Yeah,
The other one to have floodlit.
Yeah.
Like imagine they Astro that and say Astro the pitch on the back.
Yeah.
Like say at the top left pitch. Like that'd be some.
At the back of the top goals.
Yeah. And keep your grass so you have your grass man one.
Yeah, I wish well I'd say if they do it, they'll do it closer to to take the hit on that grass pitch, because they get a lot of trouble over there in the grounds.
They do.
And it's a pity, because there's so many good people in Powerful that do a lot of club for that.
It's a great club. Yeah, it's a great club.
There's some crowd there Sunday, Podger, again.
Well,
there was a lot of lads on our sideline from a few of the Pats lads were there.
Yeah.
You walk lads were there. Because
that's what Saturday nights do.
Yeah,
Papa.
the away side is this side, obviously, and the home side go to the far side for some reason. It's like you walk. I don't understand when you walk out to the far side. Whether and the way side is this, but we do the same in the Platts. We go to the far side of the field, come from the dressing room. It's just something clubs do.
Well, I've been at more collection games this year than I've been at Pats games live.
Friday night,
because the way it's fallen from Friday nights, and it's fucking a gift.
Yeah,
like that's the next thing I want to say. The people that are coming to games now.
Yeah,
it's mental.
It's
the crowd down on the Oscars of a Wednesday night, a cold, rotten Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Like, was excellent. I'd say there was 200 lads, wasn't there?
Oh, there was easily 200 lads, yeah. Like if you can't really charge them for that game. If it gets to a knockout game, you could.
I think they charged.
Oh, did they charge?
I think they charged. Yeah, I think they charged. Yeah.
No, but look, it's great to see, Patch. It's like a couple of hundred coming down and supporting the game on a Wednesday night.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Other than that, you would have like years ago, you would have to go to another ground to play a home game.
I remember watching
during the week.
Yeah, I remember watching Pats and Crayard. The game just gone from Pats, getting it sent to me and watching it. I remember ringing Badger and saying, "What's the story with the crowd? Is there many people there? Like, is this camera multiplying people or something? Like, what's happening?"
No, it was good. I was happening.
He says, "No, Podge, it's genuinely about 300 people down there easily."
I was on one of the fences, and it was the whole way down was people. The back of the goal was people, and obviously the Pat side was.
Car park was full.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is true, but I was told there was over 90 cars in the car park. I don't know if you could fit any cars in.
There was the bottom car park was full, and the one up at the dressing rooms was full, and the grass
was full
to the back of the new pitch set was all full as well. So it was some crowd that.
That's a great progression as well, isn't it?
But if you're going to have a crowd like that at games, the two boys in the car park do some job.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and then, Like even their Oscar trainer game the other night.
Yeah,
the game was over. I was doing the interview with Harry, and there was Damo after running the shop from 7 o'clock. We went out with 7 o'clock to do the warm up. Yeah. There was Damo in the shop. Match was over at 10, and he was going around picking up the rubbish and the rubbish that was left.
Yeah.
And Luke fits with him.
Yeah,
you know, and they're club men that every club needs, Podge.
You don't see them lads don't get the appreciation.
No, they don't. And there's people there's our club, and there's people in Tulla, and there's people in York, and whatever the club they are. There's also always people in the club that does that, but they're the ones that never spoke about. But they're the ones that keep that club going every year.
Well, they are the unsung heroes, and sure, look like I don't put in half the time that them people put into football.
No.
Do you know? Like, and there's many like it.
Oh, in every club, yeah.
Do you know that? Like, it's easy. It's easy. Like, if you think about things in retrospect, it's very easy to go coach a team and go to games for your club. Like, it's very easy to do that. Was it 4 hours a week, maybe? And like, what do the likes of Damo put in, and a Jelly and an Aoife? Like, I might have about St. Pat's. Like,
so that's all you can comment on. That's all you see.
Sure, the only people you see down there.
Yeah. I don't think I've gone to a game that Aoife Kelly wasn't that.
Unbelievable.
No matter what game it is.
She works full time. She's a full time job. Like 3 kids, a husband. Like, how much you do it? It's crazy. Anyway, to answer the question, Carl Soccer's a better place, is it?
Carl Soccer isn't
that went.
Yeah,
but
it was just
nice little laid back one tonight. This is a little bit of jazz, isn't it?
A little bit of jazz, yeah.
Last week was heavy metal.
Miles Davis tonight.
Yeah, Miles. I thought you were going to say Miles Dorn or something.
It's time for 2 Peas in a Podcast. Podge versus Papa, sponsored by Kelly Auto Repairs.
Podge versus Papa.
Oh, you had a good week, didn't he?
Intro, cut, go. Probably don't know if that's going before or after, but yeah, you had a great week.
I had a great week.
Jammy bastard.
I was checking and I was like, please don't be a walkover. Enter your team on the what do they call it, FA Connect?
Yeah.
I got 2-3-0 right.
I was praying for Bagnallstown to score.
Oh, yeah.
So you tried Cretty 3-1.
Yeah, well, they didn't score, did they?
I give Bagnallstown a goal.
Yeah.
No, it didn't score. So you're right. That's why you're jumping ahead. A quick turnaround there, like it's
22,
a 6-pointer. A 6-pointer.
Get off the track, man.
Unbelievable. We have three.
The old referee texts me as well. What a week for the Papa.
Who?
Shane Deere.
Shane. Oh yeah, he texts me. He texts me the score. Yeah. Funny how Shane texted me the score when you were beating me, but he hasn't texted me the score when I was ahead.
Sure, look, I think.
Appreciate it, Shane.
What are you trying to say, Podge?
I'm trying to say he just doesn't like.
He wants you to lose. That's what he wants.
Yeah,
he wants you to do the forfeit.
Yeah, well, I had to think about this today when I was coming home from Dublin. I was thinking to myself, well, if I do lose, I'm just going to donate to charity and forget about the forfeit.
You can't do that.
Whatever the forfeit is, I'll match that monetarily and I'll give it to charity.
Local charity.
Okay, the first up is Collection versus Parkville on Friday night, Pop.
I think you're going first there, Podge.
Am I?
Yeah, we're going to do this 2 weeks. You're going to go first.
Parkville got the bounce back.
Who's the game?
Collection versus Parkville. Parkville have the bounce back. There's no question about it. But Collection are going really well.
Have you seen Parkville yet?
I seen them play us in the Shield.
Right.
We beat them, but they're extremely physical. I hear Mitch Kelly is playing great stuff.
Played well Sunday, yeah.
Dylan Sheridan I hear is playing great stuff. They had no Carlos against Shield, did they? Carlos
didn't play. He wasn't there anyway.
And Kyle Foley wasn't in goal either. Jake Hickey was in goal.
Jake Hickey in the goal.
I think there was I think a member of Kyle's family is deceased, or I heard that, and I wish him all the best for that one.
Jake was huge in the goal. To size him.
Yeah.
He actually left him before a ball was kicked. He was up doing something at the far end, and he's like, number 3 for the Oscars in the goal. The gas chap.
I tell you one thing, though, he's a fair athlete.
He's a fair athlete, yeah.
He's a fair athlete.
It's not easy to jump into a goal patch either, you know, so.
No. But I'm presuming them lads will be back for Parkville this weekend. That's my presumption.
You'd imagine so. Like any team who's going to win something this year or go really well, they have to have an established goalkeeper. And I think that's the position that's
a fair point.
Parkville are sort of going in between at the moment. Like there's something like Kyle's obviously unlucky or a family situation at the weekend, but I remember looking at a couple of the games on the FA Connect, seeing the lineup, and there's been a different goalie 4 or 5 times in it.
Yeah, for Parkville, yeah.
You know, and that's the consistency. Like the back line will get used to a goalkeeper, whether he comes or doesn't come. Yeah. If you have the same lad every single week, well, he doesn't come for this, I may deal with that. Or I wonder, does he come?
Yeah.
Remember the first time it happened, I played with Hanover, and the goalkeeper was playing, and he didn't really come. So I was playing sweeper at the time, it was only a chap, and I went back, I was heading the ball and clearing and this kind of crack, and I played one of the Oscar trainer again. I played right full. Next one, I heard keeper. I said, just thought it was just in the situation. We're back.
Was it Gav?
Gavin left the knee in the back of my head. Hey, goalkeeper, man, get out of the way. So sorry about that, Gav. Yeah. I had like a fucking bowling ball after. Sizzled me.
Hammerhead.
Yeah, I said, make it out. I'll get out of the way from no one.
I'm going to go with 2-1 Parkville. I think Parkville have to win. I think it's going to be a really close game. I think chances are going to be tight. You have 2 excellent sidelines from a coach and tactical standpoint. But I think Parkville, I don't think they need to win. I think they have to win if they want to stay in the hunt.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. This is a dodgy one for me.
And that's what I'm thinking.
You're going 2-1 Parkville.
Yeah. But I could see. But that's what I want. That's what I believe will happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if Collection bet them. Do you know that kind of way? But I just think Parkville. I think that the fire in the belly will be Parkville going down there Friday night. They have to turn on. Have to. That's why I'm backing them. Silence occurs.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other way.
2-1
Collection, yeah. The Astro, and I think Collection are going well.
Yeah, I think you're right. They are going well, yeah. Here's a massive game. Burn Celtic versus Vale, Saturday night in Burn Celtic.
Is it? Ooh.
Clonbo have to win. I heard Billy mention on previous episodes, on other podcasts. I heard Billy mention about the league table that he has to be atop of. I would think in his mind that Burn Celtic fit into that category of that league table.
Well, looking at the table, it would be in that now, wouldn't it?
Well, it makes sense looking at it, yeah. But so I genuinely think that it's a massive win game. Massive win game is absolutely ridiculous statement. It's a must-win game.
Yeah.
For Vale and Burn.
And it's in.
That's why I'm going to go for.
Restaurant, so really...
That's why I'm going to go for 9-all.
Vale is a home.
No, Burn Celtic
is a home.
Yeah.
You were predicting there, kid.
Am I doing it again? Yeah.
Just
first.
all week. All the predictions this week, yeah.
Yeah, just because you're 4 ahead, no, you think you're really big, boy. There's a long way to go, Papa. There's a long way to go.
Keep your powder dry.
You're not in Kansas anymore, Taw.
Kicking me runners here 3 times in.
I don't know if Smithers is back. I'm not sure. Do you know if he's back? He wouldn't tell me anyway. You cannot.
So you're the one with connections in Vale, not me.
Yeah, and I don't anymore. So I got sacked me.
Who's who and what's what.
So I got sacked out of that club.
Did you get the bullet?
They got sacked, yeah.
50.
Chris Collins came in and said, listen, you're costing us too much money. We're paying you a fortune. You took us over. We were bottom of the first division. You're leaving. We're second last. You're out. That's not how it happened. I wish that's how it happened. It'd be a good story, but no, it's not.
Under pressure from you, Podge, to produce a trophy soon for some club.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, massive pressure. Yeah. You can sense the pressure I'm under.
Yeah. You look like a lad under pressure there, yeah.
Sure, I won a 35s cup match. That's to make it.
Oh, yeah, I won that for you.
So I came yeah. Just came fourth in the Kennedy Cup.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Well done.
I probably have. Why am I going through my CV here all of a sudden? Trying to, I've won everything in juvenile. I've won youths. Just haven't won a juvenile level.
He's not really. Go ahead. What's your prediction?
Absolute scumbag. Someone told me today the word they use for cunt. Cunt. Go on, I said it. The word. I can't remember, but I'll definitely get it. I'm going to use it. I'll have it for next week. But it was actually a brilliant description of the word.
That's a deflection on your...
It is a deflection, yeah. It's slowing things down.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go for Burn Celtic. Fagan will be back, which might push Duffy out wider into the 9. But they're missing their goalkeeper, aren't they? He's hurt himself.
Ben Goodwin in the goal?
I don't think Ben is, no. He wasn't in the goal.
He played one game in the goal. The game after, he didn't play in the goal in the Platts.
It's an extremely tough game to call.
Yeah.
And there has to be a winner in it. There doesn't have to be, but
there will be a winner.
For the reflection of the game, there has to be a winner. Who do you think's going with?
Are both of them on 3 points?
No, Burn are only on. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Hold on, no. We'll cut to the league table. We won't cut the league. You won't see it, but anyway, I don't. Well, stop talking, idiot.
I don't know whether.
Burn Celtic are on 3 and Vale Wanderers are on 3. Vale Wanderers have 6 goals for. Burn Celtic has 7 goals for. Vale Wanderers conceded 16. Burn Celtic conceded 20. That would probably sway me towards Vale Wanderers. The fact that
the goals conceded.
Yeah. So I am going to go for another 2-1 in Vale Wanderers.
You change your mind.
Yeah, I think Vale are going to beat them. I think they have to. If going by what Billy says, he must be going all out for this game. Do you get me? Like he's saying that we have to. I know what I have to do. I have to be at top of this table. So I presume that Burn Celtic are on a table in his mind, and if he wants to finish top of that table, he has to go. He has to go beat Burn Celtic. Do you know? So I'm going to give Vale the win. Your turn, my friend.
Who did Ballon play the weekend?
Pats.
Pats, yeah.
2 Alzheimer's.
Yeah, but you're a different level, aren't you?
No, we're shy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're dirt.
I'm just going to go against the grain. I'm going to go 2-1 to Burn.
You are a scumbag.
No, well, I'm not going to copy you. I'm not like you.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah, just going against the grain here.
That week was a strange week.
Yeah, but you just played copycat, so you did.
Yeah,
you're like Sigourney Weaver and copycat.
Yeah. Build a bridge, Pop, and move on with your life, will you?
The amount of people text me over that. Man, positive to copying you. So how is he going to lose? And then you did them last week.
It was 1 week, man.
The only week.
Yeah, it was one. It was
the only
one.
week you were winning.
It was one win. It wasn't the only week I was winning.
You haven't been winning since that week.
Who are you? What are you, Shandir?
I'm the scoreboard.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, you'll be replaced next week. We'll have someone else in here. Say no one said it. Who will I get in? Someone else. How could replace you, Papa?
We couldn't
replace you. Yeah, we do actually a good one next week, yeah. Kilree versus Cretty Yard. In Kilree, Sunday morning. That is going to be... Again, Kilree don't have to win, but they won't go to be bet either.
No.
Like, they're 6 points... So they're 4 points clear of 7th in the table. Sorry, 8th in the table, right? I think it's going to be a lot tougher than people would think. I think Kilree definitely score.
I have mine in my head already.
I'm going to go for another 2-1 for Great Yard. Oh, what are you going for?
Don't make all think I hate him, won't he?
Yeah. But yeah, he's not an idiot either, Pop. You're playing league champions.
Yeah. I want to go 3-1 to Great Yard.
You copy me for. You copy me for. You're always copying me. You always copying me. I actually want to. I don't want to move past this because I'm a little bit hurt now, to be honest with you, the way you're talking there about me copying you that week.
Sure you did.
A little bit upsetting.
Every result I predicted.
So who do you think you are? Like the pools or something? Like if you predict, so if you're in a shop, you're doing lottery numbers.
No.
And I go and pick the same lottery numbers. What are you going to say?
No.
You're picking the same lottery.
No,
It's picking me
totally
numbers.
Different. It's
irrelevant.
not.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
It is the same thing. So me and you were in the bookie office.
It's the same difference. So how is it the same difference?
If me and you were in the bookie's office.
No, we're not in the bookie office. We're in a lovely little recording studio here, and you were ahead 1 week.
Yeah.
I predicted scores and you copied me. So no matter what happened...
Well, sure, I agreed with you.
And then we went different last week and I absolutely bet you like a red-headed stepchild.
I thought your predictions that week were spot on. That's why you went with them.
Oh, did you? Thanks very much.
I thought they were spot on. And even if you go back and listen to that fucking episode, knob jockey, right? Go back and listen to the episode. I actually offered you once.
Striking a chord here.
I actually asked you once or twice when you were sitting there beside me, do you want me to go first, Papa?
No.
And you were like, no.
I go first next week. That's the way we're going to go. Alternative weeks.
By the way, I'm making rules this anyway, and this is the last week we're not doing it anymore. So whoever's ahead 2 weeks ago wins it. Who was ahead 2 weeks ago? One he wasn't. Fixtures, Poppy.
Yeah.
Dublin Friday night.
Yeah, we're up in East Wall Friday night.
Where are they playing?
Clontarf, Astros.
Okay.
All the teams up there use that area. I think played in it before. It's not the best Astro Podge, being honest.
I know the one.
It's not great.
I know the one you're talking about.
Bubbly enough now, you know.
Yeah. It's the time.
I hope it's been done since, but I think 3 years ago we played up there. We played there on a Friday night. Years ago. Remember?
Who'd you play up there?
It could have been Sheriff. Played Sheriff up there twice.
So it's a cage, like.
Played Sheriff 2 years in a row. Once on a Saturday.
Once on a Sunday.
Once on a Friday night, I think it was.
You played them on a Sunday as well. I went
it could have been, yeah.
Sunday morning up there.
Yeah.
So it's a bird cage, like.
It's terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But it's not even over the bird cage. The surface on it wasn't great.
Yeah,
it could be done since, I don't know, it's 2 or 3 years, but if it's still the same, it wouldn't be great. But it's just, the ball doesn't, you'd roll the ball across it and it goes back to the crocodile back. It just comes back to that, which is an AstroTurf. Very unusual. And I couldn't believe how wobbly it was. And it felt like more of a tennis court.
Yeah.
Than
it's
an
flat.
AstroTurf.
It's like bad carpet.
And
it's like bad carpet.
Like, if it's raining, it'd be a bit of zip on it. But that day we played on the Sunday up there, it was dry and the ball was checking on it. And you know, that kind of way. But look, we make a few changes. It's not a competition we're going out to win or anything, but we got another game into it.
I think you're running it though, Pop. I think it builds a lot for your team. Like, I think Friday night.
Straight away we organised after Sunday. Like, Cottle is a great man, and he said we need to get to know some of the younger lads straight away, which is a great thing you do. So we're all going in a few pints on Saturday night.
Right.
Because we obviously have no game then. This is the beauty of the Friday night game. It won't be easy, obviously. It'll be a good game. Make a few changes, give lads a chance who haven't got much game time yet, and hopefully we can get the results. If not, it's not the end of the world, Patch.
Yeah.
We have a couple of cups to come still, and we're going decent enough in the league. Apart from the Cretty Yard and your walk results, we've done really well so far. And look forward to that game Friday night.
We're playing Ballyoster on Friday night also.
In Dublin too.
But I read somewhere they're playing Selbridge.
Right.
I tried to do a bit of research on them. It's actually a bit strange around it, and like they play Leinster Senior League, but it's the club's top team, but they don't play in the top division Leinster Senior League. That's how they can play in the Junior Cup, right? So look, they're going to be a good side. There's no doubt about it. Any side at this stage of the Leinster Junior Cup is going to be a good side.
You're going up a level every game.
It's going to be a good side, right? I think it's a massive. I think we have to win. I think it's really important for us as a group to progress in this.
Why do you say that?
I think it's important for us as a group to go deep in this competition. I don't think St. Pat's have been an outside competition after Christmas in a long, long time.
Right.
And I think
And you're going out the FAI, yeah?
Yeah. Well, sure,
Gorey beaching that story.
But like, I mean, I think the fact that, for me, if you look at any team that's been successful, you're talking about winning trophies and all that crack. And maybe you're right, maybe there's a bit of pressure on St. Pat's and myself and the rest of the guys, well, not me, but man, Badger and Hutchie and Gaich and Pert, who are probably higher than me in, as in their involvement. There probably is a bit of pressure on us to go win something. There probably is. And I think to stay in these competitions builds a team. And I think
I've managed a few years now, and not only saying it, but if I had that Pat squad, I'd be looking to win a trophy this year. And if I didn't win a trophy, that Pat squad, I think it's a failure for season. That's what I'm going to say to you.
That's it. Thanks, sir.
No, well, that's what I do. That's what I do think, because I think that's how highly I rate St. Pat's.
Yeah,
I think.
No, I'd agree with you. I
think it's a 3-horse race in the league, and it could go either way.
Yeah, but I think that really Pat's squad, and I work with some really good Pat sides. We mention them on this. Sometimes it's a fucking Pat's on our podcast, but we mention them on this quite a lot. But I don't think I've seen a better group of players.
Sure.
And I don't mean just their team. I'm talking about A and B.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see the B team yet.
There's some right good players in there, like really good footballers in there. But maybe you're right. But do you know what it is? Do you know what the opposite of that is, Papa? It puts target on your back because everyone wants to go.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, you have to deal with that.
You have to. 100%.
That's part. Like, sorry, I was out last Thursday. I was in the golf club just delivering the post, and who comes out after playing 9 holes? Only Ben Dowling and Pat Timmins. And great result last night. The Oscar trainers, Ben was down that looking at it.
What did Ben think of it?
Brilliant. He said fully deserved.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, really good. And he
good.
said, I'll tell you one thing, he says, get that Rav out of the back line. Put him in the middle of the field. He's rapid.
Yeah.
Let him on. Lay him on. Try him in the next game now in the middle of the field. Try him.
Yeah.
And then it was starting to rain, and Pat was going into the car. We're going, no, Ben. Yeah. Next to Ben comes back up. I'm not telling you to do your job, Ran. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I says, okay, Ben.
Yeah, but you listen to Ben Dowling,
absolutely.
You have to listen to Ben Dowling,
for God's sake. I was sitting in the van just listening to him, and he was like, you could play Rav anyway. They could easily say.
Yeah. I think he'd be a really good 6.
It could be a great, brilliant 6, but if you want to let
box
him
to box as well,
on the right hand side, they're ahead of a fullback.
Yeah, maybe so.
To protect the fullback. Yeah. If you're playing against a bigger team.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad show. Yeah.
But he did really well. Good player.
Rav was a great player.
Nice fella.
That was the 290s player that day, Papa.
And Carlos the same.
Carlos as well, 290s as well. That's fair going.
Yeah.
It's not easy, man.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all.
That's why Kyle didn't tag out because of it. Kyle texted me.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, understandable.
I get that.
Like, I do get that.
Like.
I didn't know. I knew he was playing soccer. But then he was playing 90 minutes, and he said, so he let us know if he's going to be in Pat's. Remember he said it on Monday night? He said, if I let you know, I'll be there before 7 o'clock, and he texted 2 of us at the same time.
Yeah.
I'd be in Pat's 10 to 7, and he wasn't 10 to 7.
He's a nice lad. Friday night, as you mentioned, Collection in Parkville. In the Youths, Phoenix against Burn Celtic, Creddyard against St. Joseph's. In Division 2 of the Youths, St. Pat's versus Vale Wanderers, Parkville versus New Walk. In the FAI Youths, Tulla.
County Clare, yeah.
Tulla be a big club, wouldn't be a small club.
No.
Versus Hanover Harps.
Going up there, start running the bus.
Are they doing it overnight?
No, just functioning with a bus, that's all. Up and back on the same day.
It's 2 o'clock kickoff, so
yeah.
What are you talking about? 8 o'clock start?
Sure. No, well, you wouldn't be there. 3 hours of blind you. You want to be there to go to, like, you left at 9, you'd be there for 12.
You want to be stopping off
for half an hour, so 12:30.
Yeah.
Nice little stretch in the warm up and ready for the match.
Yeah, I get you. I hear you.
But it's a great. That's the last 64 of that, I think.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah. So
I was going to say, was it the Leinster Youths? Yeah, Podge Leinster Youths playing Tulla for County Clare. Yeah. Good man, idiot. Well, best of luck to the minute. I love seeing teams progressing.
In youths,
it's all part of that progression, isn't it? It's all part of the whole bigger picture.
Absolutely, yeah. And the youths level of it, Aaron is obviously getting the headlines for banging in the goals, but they've a couple of really, the goalkeeper's good. 2 centre halves are bigger, the same size, like they're tall.
They look like a physical youth side.
They're a big youth unit, yeah. like most of them played youth last year. Sam McHugh's are 6'3" in the middle of the field.
Sam McHugh 6'3".
Sam McHugh, yeah,
Is his brother playing at all?
Young Charlie.
Yeah.
He was playing. Don't think he's playing anything this year. He's got
He's a
more
good
interest
soccer
in golf.
player.
He got a bit of it. He's playing with Leinster in the golf, and he got picked in a couple of higher accolades.
He started at
in
Pats.
Carlow. Yeah.
Good
He's a
soccer
Hanover
player.
last year. Really nice fella, yeah. Lovely family.
Yeah.
So they're a big unit, and then they said Aaron gets all with Sean Murphy's doing really well. And then on the other side, TJ Brennan is like a left-footed winger cutting in, where Aaron is a right-footed.
Is that the goalie? Is that the goalie's brother?
Yeah,
Is it?
young Jason's younger brother.
Is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
He's a good player, yeah.
Tricky player, very technical. Very
Is
good,
he, yeah?
Very good. And he's getting a couple of goals himself.
I would have seen all
know.
them play back in the day.
So they have a lot of attributes in that field, and they've a lot. Then they've a couple of players in the middle of the field just gets it, breaks it up to play, passes it to someone else.
Yeah.
That's better than them maybe.
Yeah.
But they're good at their job.
You need them lads as well, Pop.
You do. You have to have them or you win nothing.
You definitely do. In the under 18 girls division, Ballymurphy versus Vale Wanderers, Phoenix versus Nurney. Saturday night in the Premier, as you mentioned, Burn Celtic versus Vale Wanderers. In the Division 1 on Saturday night, Pats B are playing Ballymurphy. That'd be a good game. That'd be a really good game, as a matter of fact. In the Division 2, Phoenix B are playing Thomond Celtic B. Moving on to the Sunday, Portmarnock in Dublin are playing Bagnallstown in the FAI Youths Cup.
Yeah.
In the LFA
that's
Junior
right.
Cup.
Bagnallstown have no game in the Premier because of that. Because there's a couple of lads in that youth team play with the and the
okay.
B. So
Gotcha.
they had to give them the A off to
Yeah,
you know.
makes sense. Well, I like that as well. It has to be done. as
Yeah,
well.
but sure, look, you have to do that too.
You have to be flexible. In the FA Junior Cup, Phoenix against North End. That's in Phoenix. Where's that? Vale. That's in Vale.
Yeah.
Then, is it
Saturday night, is it? Or Sunday? They normally play Saturday nights.
You see, Vale are away. You see, so it's like get on Sunday morning,
Right.
and they probably want to bring them up early. It's 11 o'clock kickoff.
Handy old spin for Robbie
Get
Kane
them
when
up
he
as
does it.
early. Yeah, yeah. He's going well, isn't he?
He's flying. He's scored the last
Scored
few
again.
games. So you see him on
weekend.
the
Yeah.
the results on the social media, and he's
He's
starting
going well.
now as well.
He's starting for them.
Yeah.
But sure, it's a great, very hard to keep your shirt in that North End team anyway, because they're very, very good.
Super outfit.
Like Gorey are top class as well. Like really good. Do you think we'll give him a rattle if we play them again in the Oscars?
I look forward to it.
Yeah, I think we'll give him a good rattle.
I think I look forward to it, yeah. Have to get that's our
That
next
could be my
game.
first trophy, Pop. Will win that?
Oscar Trainer Trophy.
Yeah. We're in the semi-final of it now, are we?
No.
It's one game puts you into the semi-final of the
We're in
Leinster.
the we'll have to play defence. We're in the semi-final, yeah, I'd say, of the Pat Wheaty section.
Yeah.
So we'll be playing, I think, what did we were told? Kilkenny. If Kilkenny beat Wexford and we beat
there's a lot of-
7-0, something ridiculous.
We can still top it, like.
Still top it, yeah.
But a lot of things have to go in your
under the one
favour.
shot, like, or more.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen Brian put in the explanation for then. Thanks for that,
But the
Brian, as
competition only starts until when it goes knockout. Then it's like you'll see who the men and who the boys are.
well. Yeah.
But it's a great competition to be in, and it just shows you the quality in Carlow that there is.
Yeah.
When the likes of the players that are not playing in it, and you still be able to produce a squad that's there.
For sure.
More power to them, fair play to them, and delighted with them.
Newark are playing Key Celtic.
That's
Who are they?
Westport.
Is it the crew from Westport?
I think it's
It's
Crow.
not Westport United, it's Key Celtic.
Oh no. Or maybe they drew Westport in a different trophy, did they?
They definitely drew Westport in the Junior Cup.
I don't know who Key Celtic is then.
I've no
Maybe it's
idea.
Key from Westport, I don't know.
Maybe. That's the 2 o'clock kickoff up in Newark.
It's the Sunday game, is it?
Yeah. And in the Premier then, Kilree are playing Craig Yard. On the Sunday morning in Kilree, in Division 1, Mill Celtic versus Dolman. That'll be a good game as well. In the Division 2, Craig Yard B versus Ballinglass. Parkville B versus Newark B. In Division 3, Hanover Harps versus... Nurney Villa versus Hanover Harps B. Wolfhill Athletic versus Burn Celtic B. And then in the Ladies League, Craig Yard United versus Mill Celtic. Ballymurphy versus Vale. And New Park versus Pats. They are all on Sunday, yes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 11.
That doesn't go as far as
12,
next
14.
Wednesdays then, is it?
No.
We'll mention that next week then.
18, yeah. 28 games. 34 games. Like, that's brilliant, isn't it? 34 games.
How do you think the officials and the linesmen and they're working out in the Premier games? Do you like it?
I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't be a big fan of referees or linesmen. Not the people who do the jobs. I just think just sometimes I look at matches and I'd rather didn't have a referee.
What do you mean by that?
So what I mean by that is So sometimes I think a referee can disturb a natural flow of a game. I understand there's fouls, I understand there's offsides, I understand the rules in general, right? I get it. Right, I get it. And the reality is, a game, we can only play a game if you have two things: a football and a referee. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. And goalkeepers, I think, is the other one. But is it a step forward? Absolutely. Is it working? I'm sure it is working. In my opinion, am I for it? I couldn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
Because
I think it's brilliant.
yeah, no, I'm sure. I think for league, it's brilliant. And I'm not. And this isn't a slight on referees branch. This isn't a slight on any individual who's a referee. I just don't like authority in general.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
And I just think that sometimes I look at games and I just see little things happen, and it's almost like I would have left that and just see what the reaction is. So, say an example: a winger's coming down, goes around the outside of the fullback gives him the old hip, gives him the dunt, and the winger goes down, right? Free kick. But I'd be saying, don't give him the free kick. See what happens when he gets the ball again.
I'm raging to ask you this question now.
Why? You're bored.
No, I'm not.
You just fell asleep.
No, I was just like, what kind of an answer is he on about here?
So I'm nuts, man. I'm mental, you know what I mean? But yeah, but look, I probably should have said to you, it's a great idea, it's great progression, and it's definitely working. There's no doubt about that.
I think it is, yeah.
Right, but I'm just not a fan of authority in general, to be honest.
I just speaking to a couple of referees that you hear them, and they just like it that they're just not the offsides, not really to worry about. It's more of concentrating on the game, which makes it easier for them as well. So look, I'm sure there's someone out there that doesn't like it and gives out about it, but sure.
No, I would not give out about the theory of it or the action of it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's extremely forward thinking. I really enjoyed. This goes back to the Oscar game. I thought the three lads that were doing the Oscars the other night were absolutely outstanding.
I thought they were excellent, yeah.
I thought their manner, I thought the way they delivered, the reasoning for deliveries of freeze or whatever it was.
Yeah.
There was no ignorance. There was no power struggle.
No. We asked a couple of questions on our side. Like,
and we turned around and
a very clear explanation of the decision, why the decision was made.
And it wasn't a conversation, Papa. It was like, this is it.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, and that was it. Dealt with.
And
move on.
It was a pleasure to go and shake the three officials' hands after that match.
Did really well.
Win, lose or draw.
Well, I don't understand where Kilkenny are saying they were robbed, because they weren't. There was a couple of decisions in the game, but the right call was made. Like I said, the two centre halves, but there weren't two red cards. If they're red cards, we're giving up soccer.
Yeah,
they really.
You want to give your head a wobble, like.
Absolutely, So like there were incidents that was deliberate fouls and close to the goal, fair enough, but there was cover on both sides, so there's no way they're red cards. If that's what they're talking about, they're miles off it. If
I don't know,
if they're in general they were robbed, I think the better team won the game.
I think the comment came from, I don't know if it came from a spectator or it came from the Kilkenny camp, I don't know.
Right.
But either way, I feel like that was, if someone went to watch football for the very first time and came back with that statement, I'm saying, alright, Jay, you don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But if someone that was at that game that has a wealth of experience in junior soccer specifically, and they're coming back and saying to us that referees cost us that game,
but there's also people out there, Podge, that no matter what there is, like no matter who refs it, Pierluigi Collina could referee a game in the Cara League and he'd be in the wrong.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter, because there's some people involved in some clubs, and they're in my club as well. It doesn't matter if they get bet; it's everybody else's fault bar theirs.
Yeah.
And that's not the way it is. Well,
that's the one thing I've learned from the current setup down there in Pats, and I mention this man at least once every week, Badger. I had the biggest chip in the world when I was on the sideline for St. Pat's, and I found it very hard. I'd always shake someone's hand and say, well done, but I used to always blame everyone else. And that man introduced me into accountability. Whoa. Sometimes we lose these games on the line.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was actually our fault. What could we have done to prevent this? And if the same things happen twice, you can't point a finger at officials or players.
Yeah.
You have to be looking at yourself. And that's...
Some lad say it's not the arrow, it's the Indian.
You know what you said it, yeah? Anyway, on that bombshell, once again, lads, look, thanks so much for listening.
Absolutely.
Papa, I have to say the feedback over the last few episodes has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
And I actually got a lovely call there last Thursday. I won't mention any names. And it was someone that is not really a fan of soccer, but to listen to the podcast, right? And they said the the standard that's going up, and this sounds so fucking vain, right? But I'm not coming from a place of narcissism or vain or vanity. The standard of it has rose so much, like in the delivery, in the production, and everything, that it's part of their week now, and that meant quite a lot to me. To be honest with you, to hear that.
Absolutely, Podge. Like, I don't think either one of us would be nervous speaking about anything like that.
No.
But I think on to the stage now, if Paul McGrath sat there beside me, he wouldn't be phased, just asking the same questions.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, and that story last week with Tony, we got so many compliments on that.
Yeah.
Of our production and the way we ask questions.
Yeah.
People on the sideline, white coats for kids, and their mothers they come watch the games, and they're texting me after the game or after the podcast. I've listened to it, and they're going, "You two are going places or something like this." And I said, "Look, we just enjoy doing it.
Doing it for God.
It's just brilliant." I said, "We love doing it, whatever." But it's fantastic to be doing. But I knew most of that story that Tony was saying, because I know Tony all my life, and if people didn't know that, they know it now after the podcast. But to sit there in front of him and look at the emotion on his face while he tells you, it's a completely different. I didn't think I was going to be taken aback by it, but I was.
Yeah.
I really was, and it was an absolutely brilliant episode. And it's a Carlow Soccer podcast, and it wasn't really a podcast on Carlow Soccer. Yeah, he played soccer in Carlow, but we were interested in his story. His story was amazing.
But there's some weeks, Papa, where we have to do that. We have to get someone in that has a story to tell.
Absolutely, yeah.
We can't neglect what we are. We are predominantly junior soccer in Carlow,
of course,
and we'll always have a results section. We'll always have a fixture section.
People love a story, don't they?
But that's what really makes me invest.
Yeah.
In when I have someone sitting in front of me is the story. Like that story might be how they won, say, Jelly here, serial loser.
Yeah.
Like I think his story is fascinating.
Well,
Bobby Dolan never won a league. I think his story is fascinating.
Yeah.
Pat Timmins, the way he spoke, but the way I think sometimes the insights of the stories about people's journey, not necessarily because they went to the very top, or not necessarily because they've done something like a Tony done or like Anthony Byrne.
Yeah.
But just normal people, normal stories.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's raw. It's pure, unedited emotion.
Love to hear them, yeah.
It's unedited emotion, man. It's brilliant. It sells. Yeah. It's brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
I say if Pat's win a trophy this year and Jelly's in the squad, it'll be like the Pope being elected again.
Yeah,
there'll be white smoke and everything going up sort of over in Pat's.
Do you know what it is? It's funny you talk about that Pat's winning trophy thing, and this is only on a personal level for me, and we've kind of gone off. How long have we gone, Chris? Oh, Jesus. You're dying, are you?
Oh, you're a doctor. You're going to fix him?
No. But, I forget what I was saying. I was talking shite anyway. So St. Pat's, was it? Yeah, I can't. Do you know what's quite weird? For me, right? And as I've just mentioned, it's the best club I've ever seen at St. Pat's. I think it's the best place I've ever been as a club and as a management structure and everything. It's a vision I can't get in my mind. I can't see someone in a St. Pat's jersey lifting a cup.
You can't see it.
I can't vision it.
Yeah, well, sure, that's just, you're scared, ain't you?
Yeah. It's nuts, isn't it?
You probably are scared.
Yeah.
Because not skidding here, but you're used to losing in finals. And
at that level,
being a little bit short in the league.
Yeah, at that level, yeah.
If you get over the line once, you might get over the line a few times.
Who knows?
You could open the floodgates, as a fella would say.
Yeah, I'll retire anyway if we win one. If we won the Johnson's Paint, if we won the Dials of the Shamrock Paint Trophy and we played like St. Joseph's Boys in the final, I'd do an open top parade down, do you know what I mean? 100%. But lads, look, thanks for support. The feedback, as I said, over the last few weeks has been absolutely fantastic. We are always open for suggestions, lads. We only want to make this whole thing better. Please just get in touch with us personally or get in touch with us on the socials. Any suggestions, any ideas, any guests you want us to speak to. Yeah, even if you want to come on yourself, reach out.
Let us know, yeah. Most people have my number or social media or you, Podge, but you can contact us through the How Is He podcast.
We're open to everything. Tell us what you want and we'll tell you if
we'd love to eventually,
or when we can do it.
Podge, over a certain length of time, have a representative from each club sat on that couch.
It's very hard.
It's very hard to get them though.
It's very hard.
People say, why don't you get this club in, that club in? You try and get someone from that club in.
Yeah, it's very hard.
It's not easy, and
it's not easy.
It's not only get someone in, they want a person of interest as well.
Yeah.
Who has, like you said, a story to tell.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking of one there, I'll tell you off mic.
Okay.
Yeah, but it could be a great story too.
Just on progression and development, we are always looking to progress and develop as well. And we are in talks, Papa.
Yeah.
About a little video set up.
Yeah. I think it'd be brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. It's the next step.
I think a story is believable when you hear it, but when you can see it and hear it, it's even more believable.
Yeah, it is something that we are.
You'll have to change your facial expressions, though.
I have to get plastic surgery. It's well, we are in the process of negotiating things.
I think it's a way forward.
Yeah, we'll see. It's down the line anyway. It's like Christmas is coming, right? On the Buy Me a Coffee, listen to support you're giving us gets us over the line every fucking week. I realise lads have probably turned this off down 10 minutes ago, but look, thanks very much for the support. Keep supporting us. Every cent we get goes into...
I had to buy Bobby a coffee last week.
Did you? He buys, yeah, rightly so, because he must buy us about 3 a week.
Well, that wasn't the point. I just had to get that.
Why did you even mention that?
Because I wanted to just he'd be talking about it work now. Shylock Dowling where he is. So look, every cent we get goes straight back into that. Jerseys are ordered, as I mentioned last week. Anyway, it's going to fucking take a couple of weeks. One of the pages on.
Yeah, hopefully before Christmas. Hopefully.
Yeah.
As always, lads, it's not my podcast.
Not my podcast.
It's Carlo Soccer's podcast. It's your podcast. Thanks and good luck.
That's full time on this episode of the How Is He podcast. Available on all podcasting platforms. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter/X. Proudly sponsored by Curra Sports. For more information, contact Shane@currasports.com or check out their website, currasports.com.